Hey everybody, Cokeman 250 here. Well, you know, I told you I was going to be putting one of these brush cutters on my weed eater and clearing out some of my pasture back there so I can get ready to plant those pecan trees. As you can hear, it's raining, and it's been between snow melt and sleet and freezing rain, the ground thawing and unthawing, and now we got a week full of rain. It's gonna be a little while before I can get out in my pasture and get the totes and everything back there. I don't want to be rutting up my yard with my truck, so I'm trying to get some of the stuff done in the workshop. I've been cleaning up the workbench and stuff like that. I know you can barely tell because I got so much stuff on here, but these are the two brush cutter blades I got. Now this one is a 10-inch. This was actually at this house when I bought the house. It was hanging in the utility room. It's never been used. And this is for, says for pollen and weed eater. Now, I think, which I hadn't matched it up yet, but I think this will probably fit on my Stihl. And this is actually the one I bought. It's an 8-inch, and it's got the 1-inch hole in the middle, just like the weed eater brand. And there's also a little spacer here that come with this one in case you got a 3/4. In case you need that hole to be 3/4, you can put this spacer in there and it takes it down to a 3/4. Now this one's called the Forester, and I bought this thing on eBay. And you know, there's a lot of people that buy stuff on Amazon, and I'm not against Amazon by any means, but I always look between Amazon and I look between eBay, and just generally Google the item normally and see where I can get it the cheapest. And I've always had luck getting it cheaper from eBay. You know, it may just be the stuff that I'm buying, but I get a lot better deals on eBay than I get on Amazon, and I can find. And that's not to take away from Amazon. I mean, each to their own. But anyway, I got this on eBay, and it was, I don't know, $12, I want to say. And then this right here is the kit. It's the kit that I gotta have to mount this blade to my weed eater. So you're gonna have to find a kit, whatever kind of weed eater. You know, you want a big, tough weed eater. Mine's actually not meant for a blade. Mine's just under the weed eater that they recommend for a blade, because mine don't have a solid shaft. It's not solid shaft driven. I asked, whenever I went to purchase my weed eater, there was quite a bit of difference in price. I know a guy who's got the same weed eater I got who uses a blade and has never had any trouble. I asked them what would happen, and they said worst case scenario, it would break the cable that runs through your weed eater shaft. Instead of having a solid shaft through the shaft, it's cable driven. So he said the cable would break, worst case scenario. Said it cost about $30 to replace the cable. So, you know, I took my chances. I'm not going to be doing a lot of brush cutting with my weed eater, and it's probably only going to be like a couple times a year, maybe around the fence lines and stuff. So it's nothing just gigantic. I'm not going to get crazy with it. I'm not going to be cutting firewood like the picture shows there. But I will be getting some small saplings, stuff like that. But this kit right here is $12 on eBay. It cost me about $3 to ship it. And pretty much it's just I gotta have that to put the blade on my weed eater. So I'm gonna get this put on my weed. Now I have the Stihl FS70R. So anyway, I have an aftermarket string head on here right now. I'm gonna take this off. Alright, to take whatever head you got off, I got this little bent piece of wire right here. I actually use this to take the fuel filter out of the fuel tank on my Stihl chainsaw and weed eater and stuff. But there's a little hole on this back side over here. You stick this down in there, and then these are left-handed threads, so just unscrew it. Oh, left-handed threads. I said that, didn't I? All right. So that head will go to the side, and you got this little plate. Little plate stays on there. Okay. And you can see right here, it's kind of a raised portion. That blade, see how that fits? That raised portion fit right in there like that. So you got the blade on the raised portion. Then you're going to put your washer on with the bend down. That's going to hold your blade up against it. And then your bump guard. And that's just kind of like, you know, the little button that lets more string out. And it's going to be backwards. Act like you're taking it off. Put your wire back in there. I'm going to grab a ratchet right quick. Alright, make sure your blade is on that raised area. Put your piece of wire in, stop it. There you go. Tighten her down. Make sure your blade don't fall off that raised area, because it will. Make sure it stays on there. That's kind of what keeps it balanced, keeps it right in the center. Snug it up. There you go. And that's what it'll look like. So that's pretty much just getting the brush cutter blade on here. And it's raining, so I'm not going to mess with it today. But I did want to get that on. I want to get my workbench cleaned off. And there it is. So you might look into these. Like I said, this one's called the Forester. Got it on eBay. I don't know, probably, like I said, $12, $15, somewhere around there. And then the kit to fix it to my weed eater was $12 plus $3 and something shipping and handling. So this Cokeman 250 from the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless everybody, and remember, prep smarter and pray harder. Thanks for watching.